Wow. I literally just hit the stream button. Now he's crying for food. Bill, I'm busy. You can have food later. If I'm in a good mood. We can't handle it. You can't handle it. They can't handle the stream. Alrighty. Oh.
Right, I'm back.
Welcome back. Welcome back.
So you gotta send one person at a time. Wow, it's nuts. This game, bro.
I can't handle it. You can't handle it. No one can handle the stream. Yep. Nope, that's the way it works.
What's on the menu for tonight's stream?
I don't know. Start off.
Singles, duos,
We'll start
costume
off.
contest.
I'll start off. I'll just start off warming up on this quick little mission. See what I can find, and see if people jump in to voice or what they want to do or whatever. I don't know. I haven't really given that much thought. I'm tired. It's been a day. It has been a day, my friend. Right here.
You do.
You know what I mean?
One of those days.
One of those days. One of those days. Maybe after
I ran an Ouro and didn't get a merit. Oh, I did get 12 merits or my ruh-roh. They should have a permanent portal to Ouroboros and Alice. I'm just saying. It'd be helpful.
It is. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe. Let's see here. Give it a few minutes, see who joins, see before we start anything big, and see who wants to do what. See if anyone wants to do anything. Probably should work on Blaster, Corruptor, or the Psychics, or the Electric Sentinel I've been working on.
Need a blapper.
Stupid cat. Yeah, I don't get the blapper mentality. I guess I need
mentality,
somebody.
Though.
Well, I guess I need somebody to explain to me why you would play that over, over a stalker or a scrapper. Because I thought those are pretty much your high risk, high reward, type of dealies, theoretically.
A blapper is a blaster. Like a melee, right?
Pretty much, right. Basically, what the community has told me is that blasters are divided into blappers and snipers. Whereas I would have just said a blaster is a blaster, which is a ranged character, because when I think of the word blaster, I think of like guns with lasers on them. They're never used at melee, they're always ranged. I never heard of anybody call a blaster, you know, as something that's kind of close. And then, you know, and then say, okay, now we have two different kinds, you know, like, I guess if you have two different kinds of blaster, it might be, oh, I use a long range blaster. Well, I use a pistol blaster. So we have, you could say we have like a short range and a long range, I suppose. But all of those would still be out of melee range. You know? So I never heard this idea of, in no other game have I played, have I heard, you know, like, just heard, but I mean, to be fair, I guess no other game really has a class literally called Blaster. You do have Hunters, and in Hunterland, to be fair to, you know, City of Heroes, in Hunters, you do have melee Hunters, you have ranged Hunters, right? Because you'll have your two-handed Hunters, two-weapon Hunters, I should say. Your typical, stereotypical Hunter or Ranger used to be just a ranged guy with a bow, but then there was Dritz de Alden, who became famous for using two swords at once, a dual blade dude. And so, you know, they kind of, he kind of, you know, said, he kind of changed the landscape. So now whenever you say you're playing a ranger, right? We call them hunters a lot of times, but I think they were really called rangers to begin with. And rangers sounds like a range character, right? But then we got the melee because of the story and things that happen from that. So yeah, it's kind of interesting when you put a lot of thought into it. But I guess blasters, the kind of same thing happened with blasters. They somehow morphed from, you know, from being this idea that it would be ranged to something. Oh yeah, no, there's melee ones. They're called blappers. And I guess it's trying to blend the term blaster and scrapper together.
It's cute.
It seems a little silly to me.
Did you ever make one?
I've made one and stuff. I mean, I just whipped one together that I don't really care for, but it was like, oh, this is the meta, so I whipped one together just so, you know, I could play it before I, you know, give too many opinions without ever actually trying to experience one. And it's dangerous because you don't have a lot of controls, right? You're not like a controller or a dominator that dominates first and then gets into melee range. You know, like my dominator does. Like the songbird dominator you see that does martial arts, she'll try to control you first because she realizes she has no defenses. And then she'll rush in for the kill. So we will do what we do. If you're just joining the show, welcome. I hope you're having a good evening. Hope everything's going good for you. I am playing a stalker here, so we're just stabbing things in the abdomen. Or failing to stab things in the abdomen. Oh, that's really funny. If I miss, he doesn't provoke. He doesn't see me. I usually don't miss because I put accuracies on that bad boy. As we all know, one thing Phil doesn't like is missing. All right, let me go and take the cat to the food room real quick. I'll be right back. So have you tried doing anything solo with that character to see how well he can solo?
I was just about to do it, but I just jumped into DFB. But after this, I was gonna do an Ouro.
Oh boy. All right, let's pop. All right. Whew. Do. Oh, hey Richard. I don't know if I caught you or not. I don't know if I caught you or not. I walked away from the keyboard for a minute to take care of the cat. The cat has needs. Yeah, you gotta do the Ouros to get your money. Start saving up early for your characters. Unless you're gonna get them up with a farmer, and then you need to save up for a farmer. Because money becomes an issue sooner or later with these things, right? Stupid money. Stupid, stupid money. I hope everyone's having a good evening tonight. I'm gonna boggle this guy over here. Hey Jay, how are you doing today? I'm playing a hot game of kill the bad guy. But I'm playing a bad guy, so who really is the bad guy in this scenario? You decide. Oh, that guy likes being up in the air. So how you doing tonight, Jay? How's it going? You'll have to let me know. I don't think the game sounds are coming through very loud. Let's see. Let's turn that up a titch. We're City of Heroes. We'll turn that up a titch. And hopefully that'll fix that problem. So how's it going for you tonight, Jay? You having a good evening? Everything going good for you? I'm trying a dual pistol defender. It's supposed to be a very strong combo. You'll have to let me know how it goes. Richard, are you going to be doing that solo, or are you looking to play that with groups? There's a guy right up there. How quaint. Bam in the abdomen. Seriously, that never gets old. Boom in the abdomen. One hit kills. Never gets old. Mostly solo at the moment. Hey, Smokey. Yeah, you'll have to let me know, Richard, if, because I've been putting out questions out there. What makes good solo defenders, right? Show me some good solo defenders. And I'm not quite convinced the fire poison one I'm doing is very good solo, but maybe I need to give it some more levels. Anytime the weekly task is a task force I qualify, I'll do it though. Oh yeah, that's always a good idea. You get quick merits that way. How are you doing tonight, Smokey? How's it going? Oh, aren't you cute? Now you don't see me. How cute are you now? I'm gonna boggle this shield here so he'll shield me instead. Which I always think is funny. Look at that. He gave me a 24% defense to everything. That's incredible. Thank you, Force Field Generator. Good Lord Chaos is running amok in the Rogue Isles. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I don't hear a lot of people playing Stalkers. But I'm playing a Stalker here. Just doing a quick mission. Seeing where it takes me. Gotta love these winding hallways these guys come. Oh, hello, big boy. Well, let's model your friend over here. The old fun in the... you must be very rich, Richard, because... I don't know. I play a lot of vaults, and I think, like, to get each one, for anyone that reaches 50, it costs me 300 to 500 million just to get some basic sets and a couple of good proc pieces on them and stuff. And that's not a high-end set. Obviously, if you do high-end stuff, it'll go into the billions, right? So I don't even do that. And I've got so many characters that it would take me a long time to make all that money. Oh, look at this guy here. Isn't he brave? We'll just wave her hand. You see nothing here, and then stab them in the abdomen. Boom! Abdomen stabbings! Woo woo! Oh, let's see here. I just want a reward channel. There we go. Exit. Let's see. 15k merits and 3 billion. Let's see here. 3 billion would get up about 5 of my characters, maybe 6. So that would be nice. And then 15k merits, that would be another, let's see here, if you were to liquidate those guys, let's see what we got here. 15,000 times conservatively 50,000 each is 750 million. So another 750 million, so not quite 4 million total. Now, to fully, if I had like 2 billion on one character, I could get them the high-end gear, right? 2 to 3 billion. So you have enough right now to probably really take one character all the way, right? And make them, times 8 ready, plus 4 solo type of stuff, depending on their archetype and whatever have you, and really push them to the top. Now, I personally don't really find that personally super appealing. If I was sitting around on that kind of money, I might just to, but me personally, I'd rather spend it on 6 characters and get them up to the half a billion standard, which is where you see like Firebug. Firebug does pretty well. Firebug was like 300 million or so, 400 million. Yeah, but yeah. I guess my good friend Rob has found himself a nice little DFB to get involved in, so he's all happy and chilling with that group.
Pumping.
Guess I'll go find some Ouro somewhere to start.
What level are you?
Ouro. Fresh Ouro. I'm lots of levels. I have lots of characters.
That you're playing a stalker.
Mm-hmm. Well, this stalker, I don't know. I didn't say I was going to do it with this stalker. This stalker is a 29 stalker. And stalkers, I'm not convinced they're super great team players, but to be fair, I've only got one stalker, and that's this one, which is just more of a comic book theme than anything else. I've not tried other ones to see if, like, they play better in groups or not. Scrapper definitely plays better in a group. The Scrapper has, like, AoEs and stuff like that, so your tank can gather them up. I think at least this stalker only has 1 AoE, but a lot of pretty interesting defenses. So it just kind of depends on what you're looking for there, but and what you're playing. But I don't know how other stalkers are because I just haven't done a bunch of them. It's melee. Blech. They're amazing against arch-villains and elite bosses in groups. Yeah, probably, yeah, because they can just do all that single target damage. That's fair. But, like, the vast majority of fights, of course, are all the huge mobs along the way. I mean, are the other stalkers similar to the one I have here where it only has really 1 AoE? And so you're really not going to be doing really great against masses? I mean, in single player, it's great because I just tear things up. I mean, generally speaking, in single player, now I'm not putting it at times 8 players, but, in times 1, just default settings, I do go through things pretty good. I'd rather bump up the level than bump up the number of targets with the stalker, right? But conversely, if I'm playing something like a controller and I'm soloing, then usually I want to do the opposite, right? Some are much more AoE focused. Okay, good to know. I need to play more stalkers. I don't have the strongest opinion of them aside from what I've heard from other people and stuff, which is secondhand. Electric shield stalkers are nuts. Oh, tell me more about these electric shield stalkers, Richard.
Damn it. Died.
Let me check out. This was Dark Blast. Let me just take a look at this character real quick. See if this is the character I want. Somebody was telling me it was Dark Blast for Sentinel. Dark Blast and Ninjutsu. What do you guys think of this? This is a Dark. Would you rather have Dark or Dark Ninja on a Sentinel? You decide. I'll put that up in the channel. I'll put that up on our City of Heroes channel. 2 more optional? Oh, wow. That does sound like a lot of AoE. Let me see here. What do we want to play?
I just got out of DFB.
Thunderstrike, Lightning Rod, Shield Charge, plus Jacob's Ladder and Change and Dunk Shit if you want more. That does sound like quite a bit of stuff going on there. It does. It does. That sounds pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. Psionic Rose? What is that? A Psychic Blast Plant? Psychic Blast Plant Blaster? That's a thing? The things I come up with. Did you get that character on hero or villain?
Hero. You talking to me?
Oh yeah. You're the only one here. Oh yeah. Of course, sometimes I talk to myself with the texting going on. 2 of them are teleport attacks too? That does sound pretty sick. Holy cow. I'm gonna put that down. What's that called again? That's the electric. It's the. Did you say electric? Let's see here. Electric shield. So electric, and is it shield? Electric and something else shield, whatever it's called. I'm gonna put that in my notes. So you guys know I have notes in my Discord channel that I got pinned. Shield defense, yeah. Let me write that down real quick before I forget. I've been trying to keep notes on some of the stuff you guys say. Stalker. So we have electric shield, stalker. Alright, save. Alright, I got that pinned. I got it saved there, Richard. Oh, this one's 45. Ooh. I thought she was 44, but she's ready to level up. Let me go level up this character real fast, and I'll switch to the fire one. Fire one will do more damage. Yeah. No, I keep notes, Richard. I got a lot of, obviously, I got like a lot of people who've sent in suggestions and stuff, so if you're on our Discord server, you could definitely hit me up there and send me some of your best ideas. And I got some questions there. I've asked people to help me pick between different things. The communication's a little bit easier to keep track of there and stuff, so it's a little bit easier.
What does a tailor do?
Changes your outfit. Changes the old outfit.
The same thing that Miss Liberty lets you do?
Pretty much. I'm sure there's some difference somewhere I don't know about, but heck if I've ever figured it out. Wait, recharge time 0.36, 2 to smashing toughness. Smashing toughness on self. Oh, tailors can change your body type, Richard says. Oh. Oh, says the spider to the fly.
I see. Said the blind son to his deaf. Never mind. Bad joke.
Alrighty, let's see here. Enhancements, crafted, defense, other, defense buff. Really like how cheap these are. When you do like level 45, no one's buying these, so you can buy them for a song and a dance. Well, apparently except for these guys. What up? Oh, that was a drive-by. What was that? Like, oh, I'm in, I'm out. They're like, uh-oh, this is a streaming channel. Yeah, Taylor allows you to change your body model, says Laz. How are you doing today, Laz? Well, things are going good for ya. Wow. Huh. Really? There we go. Finally got one. Oh, great. It doesn't even take that one. I should pay more attention. And what do you take? Damage resistance, enhanced damage resistance. Is that not what I bought? Damage buff. Oh, not damage resistance. Resist damage. Resist damage. Whoop. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Sometimes the mouse gets really crazy on that. Resist damage. Resist damage. Resist damage. These are the ones I want, apparently. There we go. That'll raise the old power up a bit. Alright. I think we're all good for now. I'm going to limp over to 50 with this setup. Alright. What are y'all working on tonight? Laz, Richard, Smoking, what you guys working on? What you working on? Oh, that's an interesting. What's anybody working on the chat today? I'm about to go to Ouroboros and run an Ouro. That's what I'm running. We'll run an Ouro. On your spine side brood. And what you working on with that science brood? You doing are you doing an Ouro for fun and profit? Oh, you're working to get level 45 so you can resume the patron story arc with Ghost Widow. Oh. Well, there you go. That sounds good. And now I'm dead. Uh-oh. Landed on top of a Winterlord. That's not good. That's the opposite of good. Alright, Mr. Rob. Your guide awaits for you at the front of Ouro. There you go. Uh-oh. What did I do with the team thingy? I killed the team thing. There it is. And then he hit you. Well, that's what he's going to do, right? He's going to let you think you got away, and then he's going to punch you in the mouth. And that's exactly what he does. Totally a thing. What level are you, Rob?
20.
20. How many merits do you have on that character?
None.
None.
So little.
So little. You're so broke.
I have 10 million.
Shadow Science. Let's see if we can find Shadow Science. Shadow, 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 shadow. Nothing there. Do we put it over here? Shadow, 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 shadow. No. We do not know where Shadow Science is at. It says it's level 20 for a level 20 player. But I am having a problem finding it. Hold right in the middle of a spawn. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Well, shucky puckies. So we did find the Shining Star at least, so that's good. Did you enjoy your Shining Star storyline the other night, Rob?
Yes. I don't know what that means, but yes.
Well, as long as you got better, that's what's important. The Peace Slayer and an absence of shadows. Alright, well, we know what those are. The Rule of 3. Level 8 to 15 for 3 players. 3 players in Steel Canyon. Really? Just 3 players? Task Force? Is that a thing? Level 8 to 15? 11 merits for 6 doors seems on the wimpy side. The Rule of 3, you ever heard of that one before? I bet you could tank that. Doesn't it sound like something you could tank? The Rule of 3, City of Heroes. Oh, the rule of three refers to Positron Task Force Part 1, specific story arcs where you uncover 3 distinct villainous plots. And it is set for 3 players. 8 to 15, 11 merit badges. I never knew that there was like a 3-player task force. That's pretty funny. It's called Positron Task Force 1. Oh, learn something new every day. Alright. Damn Heroes, 3 players, Steel Canyon. 15 merit, 7 doors. The Vassalok Plague. The Shining Stars with Friends. Alright. Let's just grab one of these. We're going to Imperial City. It's diverse city, y'all. Welcome to come. Yeah, rule of 3 is Positron 1. You're right there, Richard. I didn't realize it was set. It was really only a 3-player task force. Is it ever the Strike Force of the Week? Because that is one task force I would actually run. Because I'm not a big fan of like 8-person task force. Staring character trying to find a name that does not suck. Well, hey, Big Papa. Well, you got a couple of options, Big Papa. One is you could always go to AI and see what AI comes up with and just tell it what you're looking for, like ChatGPT or Gemini. I use those a lot. Another one would be just throw it up on here and we can all start spitballing with you, Big Papa. Don't worry and don't stress too much about it because you can change the name easy. You can change the name like nobody's business. Now, if you already got a cool name that's already taken, you could like put something in front of it like with Stardust. I call her the all-new Stardust, which has actually become a bit of a running joke. It's actually pretty funny. Now here, Rob, you're going to find out on a blaster why at low levels I pick almost all attack powers and very few defenses. Because if I'm running a lower level mission, number 1, they don't matter as much. Number 2, I'm probably running with somebody else who can tank.
There you go.
Subjected 3 to 8. What do you mean by subjected 3 to 8? Yeah, there is a weekly rotation of dailies. I have a spreadsheet for that somewhere. I just don't know if Posse 1's on it with only 3 people. Yeah, you can change your name, Big Papa. You can change your name.
You can change your name in the game?
When you're in the character login screen, there's a big pencil at the top. Let you change your name. You want me to show y'all? I can show y'all, but I have to log out of here. Or I could go into my second. I could go into my second login if Rob wants to sit here tight. I can show y'all how to do it. But it's very easy to do. Actually, I'm just going to let Rob solo this whole thing anyways.
Wow.
He's got a big ass sword, so he doesn't need a blaster to back him up. He said, Phil, I got this. I got a big ass sword.
Pull him back.
Well, I don't know why you ran up there and grabbed all of them like that.
I'm trying to stack them.
You done pissed them all off. Trying to stack them. I don't even have a really good AoE on this character. It's like the blaster that blasts single target damage. This is almost like a ranged... This is actually like a ranged stalker that just kills things one thing at a time. She has one nuke and she ain't gonna have it at this level. What server do I play on? We all play on Excelsior. We have an SG there and everything else. We do not PvP. At least most of us don't. I don't know. Maybe some of the guys are in the closet PvPers and they just haven't told me about it yet. So, right, you know, they don't want anybody else to know. But we accept you as you are. If you're a PvPer, we know. You know, we accept you. You have the right to be who you want to be. In my last guild, there's a bunch of PvPers. And actually, this character is part of Sovereign, and I think Sovereign has some PvPers. I mean, there's nothing stopping for being in more than one guild with different characters. I don't think the SGs are all that important. I'm in different Discord servers the way I look at it. And if I want to do a certain something, then, you know, I'll jump in that Discord server. I know what guys like to do what, and I might jump into there. You know, so I encourage people to do that. Now, me personally, I'm a casual player. I like to do a bunch of different characters. I'm usually playing lower level story arcs through Ouroboros, you know, and the such, which is kind of what you hear here. Maybe it's a little loud. I think it's over my voice. But I do a bunch of Ouroboros' story arcs, which gives you lots of merit rewards, so you can earn up money for your fancy builds while you're leveling up. Rule of 3 is this weekly strike target right now? Oh, Rob, we could go get you double merit. Well, it's not that many merit rewards, sadly. I think it's only like... I think I saw it was only like 11. Or something sad like that. But for my level 50 character, it's an easy notice of the well. So much disintegration going on. I was very tempted to see just how long it would take him to kill those lieutenants, but I decided to be a better person and shoot the lieutenant in the head. You could do damn hero. Okay. Interesting. Well, we might, if it's just 3 people. I like 3 people. I like 2 or 3 people. I start getting a bit iffy at 4 people. It starts to become Lawnmower Simulator at that point. Like right here, if I don't shoot these guys, Rob will eventually die and it'll be fun for all of us to watch. But if we're like in a group of like 8 people, no one's going to care if I hit any buttons or not. I haven't even used my inspirations yet. Alright, I'm going to see how Rob handles this group right here. Too, I'll pick off this one in the back. Boom, sniper shot. Alright, Rob, you got those guys, right? Yeah, I don't think he has them. Nah, see, this is like watching paint dry. That's why I don't like tank. Look at that. Oh, well, he did knock him over. That's fun to watch. Almost got one of them dead, Rob. You got this, buddy. Oh, there goes one. Okay, all right. Look at that. All right, got 2 down. All right. Well, Posse 1 and Posse 2 are always on the weekly strike force on the same week. Okay, that's good. You can do one right after the other. Is energy tank any good? I don't know. I'm not a tank expert. Rob, give Rob a couple more months, and I think Rob is going to be our in-house tank expert. Right, Rob?
That's right.
Yeah. Rob's got dreams. Rob's got dreams. I'm more of a range person, so I do Sentinels, Corruptors, Dominators are my favorite classes. I do have like one tank that I have somewhere that I play every once in a blue moon just to remind me why I don't play tank. But but that feeds a lot into the fact that I solo a lot and tanks kill really slowly. Yeah, only one per week per character, right, Richard? And I've got lots of characters. So don't underestimate my ability to farm a weekly task force and rank up a bunch of Notice of the Wells. It'll just be spread among all those characters. By the way, I got a little fun thing for any of you blaster people out there. Alright. So if you take a look on the left-hand side, on that left-hand side above my beautiful face right there, right? What you're seeing there is my damage bonus fluctuations, right? So what's interesting is this target drone here on, I believe this is devices. That target drone gives me 20% extra damage bonus, which is already like chewing up an enrage, right? But then on top of that, if I haven't shot anything in a while, it jumps up to 80, because I guess he gets bored, so it gives me more of a bonus, right? But then on top of that, you're a blaster. So as you're shooting things, you're getting defiance, or whatever the hell it's called. And so you'll see that percentage go, up and down, above 20%. It'll go from 20 to 30 to 40, 50, 60, and then kind of go back down again. So this blaster has a lot of bonus damage just kind of pile on, just going up and down, and it's just really effective for taking things out one at a time. I do have a big boom, of course, and we got to turn this back into the dude. We do have a big boom, of course. That's always fun, but not at this low level, sadly. That's been exemplared out. Alright, let me ask about available missions. Go over here. Go do this one. Yeah. EA is really good set. EA is a really good set. Regardless of the class. EA. Oh, what is EA? I'm thinking through. I actually flew over to the next map. EA. What's EA, Rob?
In the game.
Gotta try devices blaster. So this is this is beam rifle devices. And the concept behind the character, as you can probably guess by looking at that artwork right there, this is a combination of Kate Bishop and Kim Possible. So her name's Kim Archer. Oh, Energy Aura. Oh, right. Yeah, you gotta... Yeah, leg armor, Energy Aura, right. Investigate global tech. So she is a 007 agent, right? So that's what she does. She goes in. She's all stealth-like like this. She's got all the devices. She's got the reveal. She's got stealth. She's got device drones to help her target. And she's got a futuristic beam rifle. This is all she does. Rob probably wants to go in and be all beefy and tanky. And then she's got like trip mine. She's got a gun drone. She's got all the device, right? She's got whatever device she needs for the task at hand. And mind you, I haven't even been using, what is that, aim for extra to hit the damage, which is just insane. I just sit back here, Rob lines them up, and I just sit here and keep clicking on attack powers in rotation, right? And you just see them all melt. Because we all know tanks ain't doing the damage. 008 agent that slows time. She don't really slow time. She definitely is devices, beam rifle devices. No time on there, sadly. Time is really good. I have that on my fire corruptor, and it's a lot of fun. We might play that one next because I have so much fun with it. And Caltrops is a lot of fun. Look at him just kind of running like slow. Slow. Energy Temporal Blaster.
Mine.
Oh, knockback is so much fun. Then they have to slowly... Oh, it is time. Oh, we're going to get reinforced. Oh, I've done this one before. This gets messy. I think we did this together, Rob. Remember the Stone Sentinel and stuff?
This is the one where they send backup.
So much backup.
Yeah, I did this last night.
So much backup. The backup has backup. Someone shoot me from the corner here. Rude. Oh yeah. No, we love Caltrops for keeping them safe. So this character is not the best team player, but when it comes to like soloing things as a blaster, she lays down a bunch of traps ahead of time. Is basically preparing for whatever task is ahead, which makes her feel like a real super spy here, right? Though I do think the fact that she's using Caltrops as like one of her main deterrents for bad guys is really hilarious. Like, nothing says science fiction like a bunch of Caltrops, right? Am I right? You think these people never wore boots? Might be some really big Caltrops to go through some of these boots. Oh, you are not a very good bad guy. Hey, how are you doing, Doctor, by the way? Welcome to the chit chat. Hope y'all are having a great evening. And as always, y'all are welcome to join our Discord server where we're hanging out and chatting and playing the game and everything all the time. So you're always welcome. We always love it when you come along and whatnot. So you're always welcome. Description will have the location of our Discord server. We have reinforcements behind us. Lovely. It is a nice, quiet evening. It's a holiday, so a lot of people aren't sitting around watching City of Heroes or playing City Heroes, I guess. Maybe they are. Just eating dinner and then getting back on. Well, that's always a good way to go. So So many powers to choose from. I have no idea what you want to play. Well, I can help you out with that, Big Papa. Now you can either jump in the voice and we can talk, or we can do this through text, and that's fine. Because I can talk and chew bubble gum at the same time. I mean, I can talk and shoot things at the same time. So, my first question whenever I ask somebody when they're playing this game is, do you prefer to play, do you prefer to play melee or ranged? Do you prefer melee or ranged? Do you prefer, well, I start with that. Let's start with that. That's always the first question, right? And by the way, I will tell you, Papa, a lot of us never really truly get down to the right answer on that because we all have tons of alts. A lot of us have tons of alts. There's no reason to stop at just one. It's like Pringles, right? You just can't have one. Well, but which one do you prefer? You're stuck on a desert island. If you're looking like just playing the first character, like what's the first character you're going to play? Now, for me, my first character is just based off of a comic book character that I drew for years, and that really made the decision easy for me. But if you're really up in the air, you start by saying, "Hey, you're going to a desert island." First question: you can only take one melee or range character with you on that desert island. Okay, that don't sound right, but you get my gist. Right, dug out exactly right here. You got 1,000 slots on each server to make alts. And honestly, technically, that doesn't necessarily need to be limited because you got like 5 other servers to pick from, and you could transfer them back and forth. So technically, when you think about it, you got like 5,000 slots. Right? So many slots. Aquaman? Yeah, we like Aquaman. Well, that one character I got is kind of like Aquaman meets Animal Caller, I suppose. That mastermind I got, super fun. Well, and another question, Big Papa, is do you plan to play this character a lot solo, or are you always going to be looking for groups? Okay, because there are 2 different kinds of tanks in the game, and one lends itself a little bit better to making sure you're always in the groups. The other one, especially in larger groups, and the other one's a little bit more leaning towards smaller groups and or solo play. Now, I'm a person, I strongly prefer smaller groups in solo play. You don't see me doing a lot of large group stuff. If you do, it's a fun day to go play the lottery because you don't see it very often. Must be a lucky day. Probably solo. So my recommendation would be the Brute. Now, I know the Brute doesn't sound like a thing that people like. When they go, Brute, why would I want to play a Brute? Tanker sounds cool. I mean, look, that Hulk looks like a tank. Tanker sounds cool. Scrapper sounds cool. What's a Brute? Brute, right? So a Brute is the second tank in the game, right? The Brute is the second tank in the game. It came out with the villains, and it traded some of its tankiness for a good amount of damage. And if you want me to, I could show you a Brute on here after this mission. But I solo Brutes. No problem. They do great damage. And for solo play, their defenses are really darn good. For solo and small groups, Brutes are fine. Tankers are much better for tanking when you're in a large group situation. And the reason has to do with what's called the defense or the tanking cap. So if there's a large group of like 15 enemies, the tank can hold up to the attention of up to 16 enemies at a time. The Brute, I think, can only do 10. Now, 10 is fine for any group under 4 people. But once you get to like 7, 8 people, of course, you're looking at groups of 16 at a time. So, yeah. You can play any class on any side. Richard's 100% right. 100% right. Yeah, they open that all up. So you can play anything you want on any side nowadays. Yeah. Now, technically, you don't need a tank. You don't need a team to play tank. I have solo tanks. I can solo one for you tonight if you want to see a solo tank. But I will show you a solo tank and a solo Brute. And I'm telling you, the difference in clearing missions is night and day. Night and day. Now, there are specific tankers you can build that do pretty decent damage. and there are specific brutes that will suck. And if you compare those two together, the best of the tanks and the worst of the brutes, you're getting really close. But I'm going to assume that, you know, if you're just spitballing, you're throwing things at the wall and seeing what sticks, then your brute definitely does more damage overall. Yeah, yeah. But you can play any class, any side. But yeah, if I'm soloing a melee beefy boy or beefy girl, depends on, you know, I don't want to judge. Then I would prefer brute over tanker. I always have more fun with that. But if I'm playing in large groups or whatever, and I'm going to be holding the aggro for them, your tanks are just going to get that job done better. Yeah, your main was a healer. Yeah, and I love playing healers. I do have Cindella, who is empathic defender, and she does a really good job healing others. It's not exactly meta anymore, but I got a soft spot for. I love playing support. If I'm going to be in a group, I like to play support. It's one reason I like masterminds, because you're basically supporting your minions. And like I said, Papa, if it's easier, you're always welcome to join us. We got a couple voice channels going on right now, so you got this channel where you can talk to me if you don't mind being heard on YouTube. And I think we have some guys in the... oh, no, we used to have them. I think they had to jet out. Oh, gosh, my tank is letting me down. Where's my tank? I gotta come over to the tank. So, fun fact, if you're playing DPS, boys and girls, and you're in trouble, you run to the tank. You run. So I would say a good beefy melee type is definitely brute. Love my brute. Does the power set affect the way a tank class is played? Oh, absolutely, absolutely. They've done a great job of making the different, whether you're playing brute or you're playing tanker. You will find some good variety between, you know, how you play that character based on the set you take. Like, for example, and I only know about this because you see it on like Sentinel and stuff like that. But if you take, let's say, your armor powers and vulnerability, you're going to be one of the harder things in the game to kill. Invulnerability has the best, you know, resistances and stuff like that by far. And then it has a couple of oh shit buttons on top of it, so it makes it really, really hard to kill that guy. But it is kind of a hands-off set, and it doesn't have very many other perks, right? It does what it says on the tin, keeps you alive no matter what. Whereas if you play like a bio armor, you know, tank, you've got to be a little bit more active. So it isn't quite as tanky, it's not quite as defensive, but it has different modes, so you can do things like increase your damage output and things like that. And it has like regenerations, it has heals, it has a few oh shit buttons, and you basically, in order to be tanky, really tanky in tougher situations, you have to actively manage it. Whereas the invulnerable guy, he just focuses on his attack powers. As a bio armor, you're going to be playing with those toggles in real time. You're going to have to interact with it to get the mileage out of it in tougher situations. So that's just getting into that. Now let's talk about the weapons, right? So there's a huge difference between martial arts, which I played, which sucks, don't do it, and let's say bow staff or fire, which I played, or this big Titan weapon here that Rob's playing. Each one of those have different mechanics and feel different and play differently and got different things to kind of get used to. So yeah, it does matter which one of those you pick. And how the class ends up feeling, and whether or not it's a little bit more offensive or a little bit more defensive. Like bio armor with the staff on the tanker actually brings them up to feeling a bit more like a brute. It's actually pretty steady damage. It's not going to come close to a really good brute at all, But it's pretty steady, and I had a decent time with it. But again, it's not going to be as easy to handle a large amount of incoming damage like Invulnerable, the Boring Tanker will. So, and mind you, these are only the sets I know about. There's a whole lot about the sets I don't know about. I'm ducking Eve Online Corp because they're going to want to war for me to go murder people. Oh. You could always sneak in on invisible mode in Discord. That's what I do. Shh, don't tell anybody. So that way Rob couldn't see when I was online. Because as soon as I get online, Rob's like, hey, when are we going to run? So I was all sneaky today. Oh, wait, did I say that where Rob could hear me? Shoot. Man, I gotta be more careful. Why can't I do my AoE pallets on cooldown? There's my AoE. Here, I'll make their lives a little more visible for you. Slow them down. It's my one control power with this that I have right now. But we can text and chat. I find I can retext. I'm a little behind. I'm a little slow, but I'll get to your text. If you keep texting here on YouTube, I always appreciate that, of course, and I'm more than happy to do that. Otherwise, I wouldn't stream. Haven't really played in years. Hey, CW, how you doing? I want to try Dom. I love Dom, CW. I love Doms. I could talk about Doms all night. All right, let me read the rest of what you say. Was thinking plant, debating secondary. I'm not sure how hard it'll be to get leveled in groups looking for something that can solo. So, I will tell you, I love Doms, but I'll be honest with you, my friend. Rob got this speech, didn't you, Rob?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Rob got the speech. I'm gonna let Rob share his opinion after I give you the speech. So the speech is, Doms, I love Doms to death. They're one of my favorite classes. They are one of the hardest to solo, particularly, well, especially for new players. For somewhat experienced players, the more experienced you are, the easier it is. But it depends on like if you're intermediate or whatever have you. Just understand that even for experienced players, bosses and stuff can be really, really tough. Or if you pick the wrong power sets, you know, they can bite you in the butt a little bit more. But listen to me, God, I love Doms. I have more Doms, I think, than just about any other class other than Sentinel. Because I love them. I love the challenge. Now, Rob, what do you think about Dominators?
You definitely gotta be experienced. Because they're don't do a lot of damage. Or they're hard to do solo.
Yeah, they can be a little tough solo. But I do like playing them solo. I play a lot of solo Dom, and I can stream some of that for you tonight if you want. And I can show you how to do it. I got videos. In fact, I literally got a video called How to Solo Dom. And bring back TeamSpeak. Now, with that being said, I'm not as familiar with the Plant Dominator, but I do like my Plant Controller. It has some of the best controls in the game. So if it's like that, I do like the Plant Controller quite a bit. It's got a nice group confusion on it. I hope it has the same thing on the Sentinel. That group confusion is really, really fun and nice. Look at you leveling up over there, Rob. You just tearing them all down. Controllers are, in a way easier to use, but in a way, I rate them a little bit lower than Doms because it's like watching paint dry before you get your pet. And even when you get your pet, it's still slower than Dom. So it's rough. And against bosses and stuff, you're still got one arm tied behind your back. So, yeah, it's a little tough, but I got a couple of controllers I'm working on for some video action. In fact, I did a controller video this morning. You could see me playing the Plant Controller in solo. It's absolutely doable. It's absolutely fine, except again, bosses are going to be a thing because they resist control so much. But you do have to deal with the slower killing, definitely on, and that's why I prefer a Dom because. You know, you get like a fire Dom, something like that as your secondary and stuff, and you just burning through things. I mean, not as fast as a, freaking blaster or anything like that, but you get by. You get by. Plant control, yeah. What kind of secondary were you thinking for that plant? There you go. I shot him in the back. Beam rifle shot. Kapow. TeamSpeak was great. It just worked. Yeah. No doubt. TeamSpeak is an important part of our culture. Absolutely. Fire assault. Plant fire should be a really good combination. It is on a controller. I've been told that numerous times. And I believe it. Now my plant, unfortunately, is storm summoning. So there you go, Rob. There's 9 reward merits. 1.5 million worth. You already earning money. So that should be pretty good. That should be pretty good. Well, sets are the big thing, right, Laz? So understand, when I talk about this stuff, I'm almost always talking in the context of the 1 through 40 non-set experience. Now, with DOMs, I do try to get in sets a little bit earlier. You can't get in too many sets when you're in 20s and your lower 30s because you just don't have enough slots, but you take what you can get to give yourself whatever edge you can get, right? Let me call the contact here. Get our bonus XP. All right. Let's go back to Ouro. Storm summoning's really. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something, Jay. Picture this with me. Water Blast, Storm Summoning Corruptor. Dude, it is liquid dopamine. That character was so much fun. It was my first Corruptor, and I asked for a suggestion. Someone told me that. I created it. I couldn't stop playing it. And that hardly ever happens because I got altitis. I took that character all the way up to 50. Mostly solo because it was just so good. So good. Absolutely. Hey, Johnny, how you doing? I appreciate that, man. I appreciate the encouragement. Thank you very much. You guys are the reason why I do this. Absolutely. All the positive. You guys have been very positive, and you're always here to chat with me in YouTube chat and stuff like that, and it keeps me going. Keeps me going. So do you want to see one of these? I can show you, for example. We can show you. Let me show you right here. Let me show you. Let's take a look. So I love Sentinels. Sentinels are one of the easiest of solo classes, and that's why I rate them at the top of the A. But you can see here, Brine Force, level 50. I took her straight up to 50. This is your Water Blast Storm Summoning Corruptor. So much fun. It feels like a controller. It feels like a controller because the Storm is just so good at what it does. For Dominators, my level 50 here, Stardust, Psychic, Psionics, Mind Control Dominator, pretty good. I have an asterisk on this, like she struggles, she's died a lot. I'm not going to lie, she's died a lot. Now, she doesn't have sets yet, but she struggles against bosses, and she struggles against Mu and stuff like that are resistant to controls. So she has died a lot, and being on the villain side, guess what you end up finding a lot of? Arachnos and Mu. Yeah, Holy Alts Batman. So I can talk about these things. But Cinder Flare, this is the new Pyrotechnics control here, has been a lot of fun. Polite Punisher. So this is a new Arsenal control that they came out with, and then you use this with Arsenal Blast or whatever the hell it's called, and this assault rifle. And he has been a ton of fun. For me, he's about as much fun as that Corruptor. I love this guy. And then lately, I wanted to make a character that's after DC Comics. So I made Blue Lazuli, who is after Black Canary from DC Comics. So she is Symphony Control, right? Sonic, right? And martial arts. You know? So we got that covered. We got Dominators galore. I love Dominators. Like I said, I got more active Dominators than any other class. And then a couple of Blasters. Blasters have become much easier to solo. If you are coming from live and you don't want to, and you're staying away from Blasters because they die so easy, there are some really good solo Blasters nowadays. They just kill so fast that half the time the enemies don't get to you if you're careful. Now, they are an A- for me because they still do die. You know, but kind of keep that in mind. You know, they do die. Dugout will tell you they die. But they're pretty good. They're pretty good. And this is before I got sets on them. Once you get sets on them and stuff, they die a lot less. And then, of course, you got Masterminds, which are really great solo characters. And then a couple of Defenders and then a couple of Controllers that I'm working on for some videos. So, 1 Stalker, and 1 Scrapper, and 1 Widow. Because you can tell I don't, and 1 Tanker. So we don't play those too often. But I can certainly show one of those to you if you really want, Big Papa, or if you want me to show you the ropes on something. Yeah, I can definitely show you. CW, CW, and CW was thinking Dom and was looking for a secondary. I think Plant Fire is a really good combo. Yeah, well, you mentioned, what did I call it? I forgot what I called it for theme. I had a fire plant somewhere and I gave it a name. But I don't remember what it was. Yeah, but that's not the only good. If you look at Dominators, there's lots of other good secondaries you could probably pick from that would work. Just Fire's a really good one. I'm sure there's others. Do you prefer Corruptors over Blasters even though Blasters have higher DPS? I tell you what, some Corruptors are really high up there. Especially if you synergize stuff. I'll tell you, Chrono Crossfire does pretty good here because she is synergizing that fire and that DOT with slowing enemies down and all kinds of stuff. Plant Poison's a good combo, that's true. What's up, Mr. Dugout?
Not much.
Actually, you want to talk about something that's not meta, but I'm still doing it for a Dominator secondary? Martial arts. I don't know why it's so satisfying. I got a story behind this, but it's very satisfying. Just go and kick the crap out of things and knock them down and stuff. I usually don't like melee. I especially don't like it on squishy characters. But this one's been fun. What level are you at now, Rob?
21.
Alright, so... do another one. Do another order here. Let me show you Chrono Crossfire. Speaking of Corruptors, if you want to join Chrono Crossfire, if you want to come Dugout, of course you're always welcome. We'll do a level 19. This is a fire time corruptor, which was another recommendation from a viewer. I honestly had my doubts about it while leveling. This has turned out to be a really, really good combination. And I can tell you why as we're playing it.
Sure, I'd like to come, just let me know where to go.
I'm always I always like to hang out the front of Ouro. Yeah, the big room at Ouro. I just hang out in the porch there because usually there's not too much competition. Yeah, this is what we call the meeting place. One thing I have started doing is I will add a tab for rewards. I'm going to do a video on this. I'm going to add a tab for rewards, hit OK, and just get rid of the chat. And have combat up here and rewards down here. Alright, Anaphon, is that the one? Is that you? What's your character's name there, Dugout?
Yep, that's me. That's me.
Alrighty.
It's in the super group.
I didn't know if this person was stalking me for a second there, It might be my good looks here. Yeah, so you're going to see a fire secondary, at least the Corruptor one right here, and it's pretty good. Though they didn't give it the biggest AoE powers in the world. Oh wait, is this... Oh no, Corruptor. No, Corruptor they did give it to. I think it's Dominator. Or maybe it's Controller. Or Fire. I don't remember now. I'm getting them all mixed up in my head. Alright, let's see what we can find here. Oh, we're on villain. Oh, on villain side. Are you guys villains?
No.
Wow. Let me switch over to a hero then. Otherwise, that's going to cause... I don't feel like switching alignments back and forth. I'll forget where I'm at with these characters. That's the beauty of having 1,200 alts. Boo ba doo boo boo ba doo boo boo. We will do the all-new freezer burned. So much fire, so much freezer, so much burn.
For some reason I thought Anaphon was much higher than 21.
Go ahead and quit that team.
I think I'm being leveled down.
Yep, quit the team. There we go. Boop. Boop. And we'll break free. Yeah. All right. Let's see what we can find here. Yeah. Oh, we'll pick another Neutropolis. Heading into Hamadon, round 2. Fight! Fight, fight, fight.
Imperial City?
Imperial City. Grab a badge while I'm here, just in case I get a hair up my butt. I'm like, one day I just want to teleport to Imperial City. I don't know when that day's going to be, but there's a badge right there. And the entrance is right here. How many of y'all have played the Neutropolis storylines 1 through 20 on a character in the chat?
Where's it bad?
Oh, too late. I ran. I have to show you when I get back out. Do 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 do. Frigid protection. Yeah.
I'll have to get those map mods.
Yeah, it's on my map mod.
Where's the door at? The sewer?
No, it's on the building. Should be marked on the map. It's the active quest. Oh, Richard, you leveled your controller in Praetoria? That's about as crazy as me leveling this blaster in Praetoria by myself. Let me tell you what, that was super fun. That was like the very definition of fun.
We got fun coming. You guys ready?
In this expansion, we're following you. In this expansion, they really did like to. I can see they like to use the old time limits here on these missions. Oh, illusion controller? But how long before those illusions come online, Richard? Like, don't you have to get through a number of levels before that happens? And I think I kept double XP turned off because I didn't want to out-level the content. So I had to suffer through those 20 levels. I had to with very few blaster protection options. But it did prove that I could solo blaster all the way up through the levels. Level 18. Yeah, it's a long time to wait, my friend, for extra damage and stuff. Yeah. I am working on I really do appreciate all of you, and I'm working on a Christmas present. I might give it to you guys early if I can finish it, but I'm working on a Christmas present for all of you. And yes, it's a YouTube video because I'm not sending you money. I just realized my microphone's so far away. It's one of you guys can hear me. Probably could hear me a little better now. Sorry about that. If I ever sound that bad again, just raise your hand. It's a sensitive mic, so maybe it was picking it up pretty well. I mean, it kept saying my voice was coming through, but it was all the way on the other side of the room. Alrighty. Oh, I didn't change my character art. Oh no. Let me change that real quick. That's very important. I do have art for Freezer Burn. Of course I do. There we go. We have a character art for each character. You've been creating, yeah, there you go. Veteran level 83. You must like that character to get him up to 83. My characters feel super low if they just get to 50. Oh, we got people behind us. Oh, got on both sides of the hallway there. That's the real fun. Let's put a little ice patch down, make their lives interesting. You can see the damage bonus from Defiance there, just really kind of kicking in and doing all kinds of extra fun stuff. It's really like you're constantly playing with an Enrage the entire time. Alright, let me ask you guys in the chat. And Dugout can always answer if he wants to on voice as well. Do you guys like blappers? Did I got some sort of reward merit in that or something? I swear it said reward merit. But I don't think I see it in chat.
Like
Must
20
be
seconds left.
Recipe or whatever have you. Well, I don't think you're going to get that in 5 minutes, so I'm not too worried about that. Probably just can get reinforcements.
I'm going to run it back, alright?
You made... I have a troller... it's like I have a troller blaster. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I've been asking for some good controller, solo controller builds lately from people. I've got a list from a really long post that somebody wrote, on our thing, so... Oh, there's a lot of bad guys here. Let me add a tab for just rewards on here. So I could just have that and have that. That's a lot cleaner to me. All right. Find the mission exit? Well, you don't see that too often. Hey, can you find your way back out? I don't know, can I? Always take at least one heavy melee attack on a blaster, but usually don't go on my way to use it. Just punch anything that comes in range. That's fair. There's nothing wrong with that. But, you know, the Blapper lifestyle is the blaster that prefers the melee, right? They live life on the edge. Constantly getting into melee and going pew pew and punching with their fist and stuff, right? That's what I'm told. I'm so not used to finding my way back out of these. They're like, hey, we're going to have a mission where we take away the auto exit button. What are my thoughts on +5? My thoughts on +5 is that I stay far away from it. I think the most any of my characters have done is a +2. I don't generally try to push for the. I'm not like a high-end in-game player. I'm a casual, play a lot of different classes. I'm all over the place. Oh, he's just right over here. That makes him easy to talk to. Boop. It's just down here in the down here in the thing. All right. Next mission is up. Yeah. I was let's see. Well, this blaster has full melee attack chain, and this has become a dedicated Hamadan Raider. That's fair. DOE trailers, pyro time for Hella to hit debuffs, gravity storm for pure fun. Oh, there you go. So, Richard, do you just do that one in groups and just for bosses and try and take down bosses, or you use them a lot solo? Like, tell us some more about your favorite Blapper and why you like them so much. Eliminate everybody in the lab, not just part-timers. All right, let's see. How come they're not attacking you?
I have no idea.
That is freaky.
I'll just take advantage, right?
Huh. I don't think I've ever seen that before. I thought it was bug there for a second. Maybe it is bug. I don't know. Not that I'm very familiar with this quest chain, but he's literally a one-purpose character. Okay, well, okay, that's interesting. That is different. My first 50 on live was a Blapper. I didn't know at the time. Fire Electric Blaster, loved Havoc Punch and Thunder Strike melees. Well, that's right, because Blappers means PBAOE a lot too. Ooh, there's a bunch of tough guys. Wonder if they'll attack us or not. Oh yeah, those guys want to play. They all want to play. Interesting. Anybody got any big plans for Christmas?
Nope.
Third round finish, nice. You're running on a +7, a team running +7. Johnny, you're pushing the envelope. +7, that's suicide, my friend, suicide. Morning service, then relax at home. Sounds like a good plan there, Smokey. It's like a good way to enjoy the day. Absolutely. Sounds like a very good way to enjoy the day. So my hot take on these things is on when it comes to like +5, 6, 7, or even 4, whatever have you. You know, the end game, of course, in City Heroes is what you make it, and that +7 is there for a reason, because people like it, and that's fine. I don't take anything away from them. Me personally, I don't relish the idea of just seeing numbers go up for the reason numbers go up. So I come up with a better build so that I can take on higher difficulty ratings so enemies go up. So my numbers go up, their numbers go up. You know, you can feel accomplished though, you can enjoy it. I mean, it's a good part of RPGs. For me, like, I think RPGs are at their most fun when, as you're leveling up and your numbers are going up, for usually through leveling up, you're getting new skills and the enemies are becoming more complex. They're getting new skills, essentially, right? At first level, and in most RPGs, you're fighting goblins who can barely hit you with a stick. You know, at second level, you're fighting gnolls who also know how to use, you know, bows and arrows and stuff like that. At third level, you're dealing now with acid speeding beetles and stuff, and so on and so forth. You know, in tabletop gaming, I do a lot of tabletop running. The enemies become more and more complex, but the players get more and more powers to deal with those growing threats. So the numbers go up because we all like to see numbers go up. It's a sense of progression. I always say y'all's damage went up, the monster's hit points went up. There's really no change when you do the math, but it's that illusion of advancement. But for me, the really cool thing is yeah, you get into greater complexity. I think WoW does this really well, by the way, with delves. So if you play delves, that's the new small man dungeon type of stuff. You can do it 1 to 3 people. As you rank up in delves, you get better armor. Better armor would, of course, help you to take on harder content, so you can go up to higher level delves. But the one thing that happens as you go up to the higher ranks of delves, you do get different attack patterns, tougher bosses that become closer and closer, like those that you'll see on raids. You actually get into some raid-like mechanics. So the game's becoming more complex, and it's not just your numbers have to go up. You actually have to, you will learn more about the game and everything else, and it's a lot of fun. And it's really, it's kind of what I think is kind of that extra in-game leveling done right. Now, City of Heroes, you know, they've never really finished up the in-game. It was made years ago, and the volunteer devs are doing what they can. And I think they're trying really hard. One of the things that they've been doing along these lines is the 1, 2, 3, 4-star task forces. So when you do those 4-star task forces, they give you these artificial restrictions, which would go against what I'm saying. So that part doesn't interest me as much. But one thing I've heard them say is that they actually give the the enemy's different powers and attack patterns and whatever have you. So I think that's a nudge in the right direction, in my opinion, from a game design, type of thing. Yeah, a good old challenge for 50s plus 3s. Give them a challenge. Now, don't get me wrong. Sometimes when I got like a character a lot and I put them in sets and stuff, I like to bump up the difficulty, see how far I can push them. But then that's about it. Once I figure out what their limits are, I pat myself on the back. Going, okay, that character can do, Usually I don't bump up the difficulty too much. I bump up the number of enemies. But I'm like, okay, that one can handle ×3, or that one can handle ×4. Okay, good to know. And then I go on to another alt to play. I'm not like, ooh, now can I spend millions and millions more to push them to a +5 or 6? Partly because it involves a lot of farming, and I'm not a big fan of farming. And partly just because numbers going up isn't the biggest incentive for me. But yeah, that's what they do in some of those 3-star, 4-stars. And they also in Ouroboros, by the way. If you notice that Ouroboros has some challenges in it like this. So if you're looking for like some challenges that don't cost you a lot of money, you can earn badges in Ouroboros by taking some of their challenges where you can't use inspirations, or you're on a time limit, and or you can't use you get no enhancement bonuses. So if you want challenge, Ouroboros has got some of those, I like to call them artificial challenges, but challenges nonetheless. Alright, got a couple of yuckle heads in the room to the north, it looks like. There we go. The star content was nice when it came out. Yeah, the star content's very interesting, and they're definitely trying, right? Like, give credit where it's due, and it's a lot of work for a volunteer group to have to handle.
How'd you guys leave the mission?
Just hit the button
On
at
the
the top.
Exit.
I never saw it.
Maybe it's bugging. I had, well, the last one did say find your way out, so it felt like it was deliberate. But, yeah. Well, Johnny, check out those, I don't know if you see my Ouroboros, or if we're running Ouroboroses here. Have you checked out those Ouroboros challenges for your solo characters? I mean, you can take groups on them, too, and knock out the challenges with a group. Let's see here. Do as he says. I think I have to wait till you come out. See.
I turned off navigation by accident.
Ah, that'll do
That's
it.
why I wasn't seeing it. Yeah.
Oh, dude, I've done that before. I remember, like, in my first couple of months. And I couldn't figure out where the exit button was at. There we go. Now I can call him. Jones wants to talk to you. Alrighty.
That's embarrassing.
Happens to the best of us.
And the noobs of us.
Superb work. Okay, now do I call back the contact again? Yes. You received a chain gun. Oh, that sounds like fun. I'll take a chain gun. I told people, somebody was like, well, bank missions give temporary powers. Well, you know what? A lot of Ouro missions get temporary powers too. You just gotta know which ones.
Bank missions any merits?
Let me get out of this power slide run.
I always buy the key shortcuts for basic UI elements. May not be a bad idea. Oh yeah, I got a big gun. I ain't afraid to use it. Till it runs out of uses. I wonder if I get to keep that.
Can you guys target these?
No, but there's guys on the staircase up there that you can target.
And the ones that just came down are able to be targeted. Sorry about that.
Alright, those guys are all down. Oh, there's a nice red guy up there. That's nice. Oh, that was exciting. Oh, yeah. Good times. Slow them down, then burn them up, right, guys? Level 55 carnies is something else. I imagine so, Mr. Johnny. You like to live life on the edge, don't you? Happy they keep adding to the game? Yeah, and there's so much to the game, right? Like, just all these Ouroboroses are just something else, and they keep adding more. I did that video a couple weeks ago on the new Ouroboros they added to Calidus Wharf, and I thought that was pretty well done. I like the new tile set for the offices, a huge improvement over the old one. These ones right here. So I definitely recommend checking out that video if you haven't already, or just run the task force for yourself. I like it when you do enough buffs that you see a bunch of 2s instead of a bunch of 1s. That's always fun. More spackety is just right. A lot of 9s I was pumping to him. Yeah, but if there's something that you guys in the chat want to see or have questions, now's the time to ask. I can certainly accommodate request. Like I got Chance McKnight over here. Frigid protection. Yeah, ice is a pretty decent secondary for a blaster. Pretty good control. Gives you a little extra defense. Works pretty good for some of that stuff there. I do like Ice Patch, not gonna lie. Stick that guy right there. And throw a fireball.
Let's go up the elevators.
Yeah, elevators would be good. If there's elevators, you almost always have to go up them sooner or later. And here you see a blaster just hold a whole group of people with ice. It hurts a little, but we can do it. Only because some of them have pistols. Stupid cheaters. Only I'm allowed to have range attacks.
Not a lot of guys in here.
We gotta lay it the smack down, right guys? Everyone gets one of these big machine guns. We have to lay it the smack down. Oh, hello, bad guys.
You guys went a different way.
Yeah, you're going back to the beginning.
Pulling more. I'm pulling people.
The bugged ones that are just standing there is confusing.
Did I play on live? I did, but I played for like a few months when the game came out. I played Hero, and then when the villains came out, I played for a few months, and I didn't get really deep into it. I couldn't tell you what server I was on. I know my first character, I tried to do a blaster, and trying to do that solo was a pain in the butt. I'm not a super social, outgoing person, so I kind of gave up on that. And then I did a villain, and I fell in love with the mastermind because it's a very soloable class, even back then. And I did a mastermind pretty high up for those days. I did it to like high 30s, which took a while. You know, that was not an easy feat back in those days. But I did it. And then I just kind of got bored of the game, moved on. And then I came back a year and a half ago. And that was on Homecoming. Oh, let's see here. I hear somebody has joined. It's a doc. It's a doc who's here to answer all y'all's questions.
You know, bump himself with +8s.
Doc wants to do +8s. Is that what I heard?
No.
Wow.
+5s were bad enough.
I mean, I knew Doc was a machine, but holy cow.
Gigi ain't quite at that level yet. She struggles with +4s, so I'm probably safe around +3 or +2. But I will admit that was a hell of a fun mission.
Yes, it was.
The council didn't seem to end. It's like, where do they keep coming from?
That's what I'm doing here, because this is like too easy. I'm just trying to pull like double rooms. Trying to make it like how we were playing last night.
I like how it says too easy, and then he goes down to half health, 1/3 health.
Well,
I'm not dying.
If I put this on even
Too
plus,
easy.
if I even put this on +1, you'd be dead.
We were doing it last night.
Yeah, we had healers and a dominator last night.
Yeah, if you have a healer and a dominator, sure. Yeah, sure. Guess what we don't have? You got a blaster and a mastermind. We'll kill them quicker, but it don't leave a lot of room for you to up the difficulty too much. You get to live life more on the edge, because if you get in over your head. oh, there's the boss right there.
That is learning experience.
It is. It's learning experience. That's right. You get You get XP debt and also some living experience. Right. Exactly.
Find out where you went wrong.
Right.
Unfortunately, because Galaxy Gal has a self-res, I almost always play her wrong.
Oh, that's fair. Yeah. The self-res, especially like on fire, is so much fun. It just absolutely means you can play more loosey-goosey.
I've definitely done that. It's like they'll be engaging a group, and I'll see another group get noticed and start coming toward everyone. So I just like use spring attack and dive right in the middle of them. Sometimes I die, but what the heck? That self-res is for.
That's what self-res is for.
I kind of figure if I can slow down the assault, then it'll help
The doc is here.
Right.
Are you guys in Ouro?
We're always in Ouro. At least when it's with me, it's always in Ouro. But it should be done soonish. Because we've already done like 3, and these Neutropolis ones rarely go beyond 3 or 4. In fact, it might. Let's see. I have to talk to this one guy over here. Is that another mission? Yeah, Mr. TV, you called it. You called it right down the middle. How are you doing tonight?
Train real quick.
Oh, yeah. That's how you get your big fat merit rewards. Gotta do your Ouros. Yeah, that sepia tome always gives it away, right? Absolutely. Totally.
Phil, how do I stop my power slide look?
Oh, that is new. Oh, look at you. You just power slide around. Do you have power slide turned on?
No.
Huh.
I got slide stance.
Oh, a stance?
Yep.
Not that I know of.
Oh, really? Oh. I misspoke.
Yeah, that's how you have a permanent slide. You can do the inherent stance and when you customize your appearance. Your guy will always slide.
Huh. Makes sense. You might have to go back to the dress keeper then, or whatever, Miss Liberty, and change your appearance then, it sounds like.
Oh, that's right. I did it there. Okay. Thanks, guys.
I got a couple of characters that slide around. One's made out of water, so of course he slides, and one that does ice. And he...
Because I can't kill him. The fuck?
No, because they think we're on their side until you talk to this guy Or you start attacking them, and then they're all going to get pissed and aggro, I'm sure.
Oh,
Or maybe they'll just sit there and watch. Oh, now he's 38. Yeah. Orange juice, yeah, he's an orange juice like substance, right? Oh, that's pretty funny.
You gonna talk to somebody?
Yeah, gotta go back and talk to the guy who asked us to do the deed.
That was a easy mission. That was nice.
Right? Yeah,
There you
GG.
go.
Yeah, there
Good
you
job,
go.
everyone.
Whew, that was a hard fight.
Oof.
Good job, guys.
I was scared there.
We almost all died there.
Oh, this light's killing me.
I feel like that was one of those things that one of us could have just gone in and knocked out. Oh my gosh, this is a long one. I hope I get a lot of merits for this. Oh, finale. Okay, this is the finale. At least that's what it says. I mean, for a normal mission, a normal Ouro, this is very par for the course so far. You never know when those things are going to end. But the Neutropolis ones were more evenly paced. So, I did a whole bunch of them on Freezer Burned. Makes it mean screwdriver? I bet it does, TV.
All yellows.
Oh, I will say, were one of you talking about in the chat channel, were one of you saying that you were thinking about doing a corruptor, even though it doesn't do as much damage as something else? I forget. One of y'all made that comment, and I just had a thought while I was sitting here mowing down guys. I don't have too many thoughts, so I try to capture them when I can. We're supposed to go down this way. Whoop, right into these bad guys. Not that they can see me. Hello, bad guy. Wasn't me, or you have a few corruptors. Richard, what do you think about corruptors, particularly from a soloing perspective? Corruptors are the reason I don't play Defenders? Oh no, TV, why is that? Oh no, I want to hear this one, TV, because we might know somebody who really loves Defenders. So I think they might take an exception to what you might be laying out here from the sounds of it. If you need a debuff, you're playing in Defender. That's fair, right? They're the best, I think they're the best debuffers. Scourge is the main reason you don't play Defenders. Ow. Now, I hear Defenders, I think if you're soloing a Defender, you do get the class bonus is that you get an extra 30 or 40% damage. And it's reduced by 10%. That bonus is reduced by 10% for every person in your party. So theoretically, you would think Defenders might be able to keep up. But then if you look at like the damage coefficients, modifiers, whatever they're called, you realize that 40% probably, theoretically might get them up to base Corruptor without Scourge, theoretically, which on paper might make it to where they're close outside of Scourge, and Scourge can be a little situational based on your build, right? Let's see. Reigns recheck Scourge every tick. Yeah, usually that's one of the reasons I like Chrono Crossfire is fire time and all of that, like Rain of Fire and stuff. You get Scourge on every tick. Whirlpool, water, on ice powers, water powers, things like that you can get some DOT. AoE DOTs work really great with Scourge. Absolutely. Play the ice one, King of Scourge. Sounds about right. I mean, you can certainly talk about the viability of a Defender versus a fire. Of a Defender versus a Corruptor.
Not too sure if there's a guy name is Dark Current. I don't know if he's been making videos about the difference between controllers and Defenders to see who actually is better support. And I don't know if he's done one for who does better Corruptor or Defender yet. I think it's something he's looking into though, but he hasn't made any videos on it.
Well, that'd be interesting, I suppose. Sounds like it could be interesting.
I guess in the Corruptor sets that do a lot of DOT will get the most out of Scourge than one with a lot of high burst damage, because if they're like 2 to 3 shotting a mob, they're gonna not use Scourge all that much.
Right. Yeah, no, DOTs usually work better with Scourges or lots of small things of damage, like small quick attacks. Johnny says Corruptors are just better, more damage, same amount of debuff, buff, roughly. I have not compared the coefficients of the buffs and debuffs between Corruptors and Defenders. I remember looking at Masterminds, because Masterminds, of course, have a lot of that, but their coefficient was pretty low, which kind of makes sense. They got awesome pets. So,
Behind us.
What's that?
Behind us.
I think we're supposed to go north.
I got some bad guys down here.
Well, it's not a... Corruptors. I have a pretty good view of them from the ones I played. When you beat a thug down with defense, when you finish with corruptor, you left maniacally as you finish. That is definitely true from my experiences. TV.
Need a heal. You guys go ahead.
I've tried a couple of defenders, and some of the builds people have recommended, and I'm still not at a point where I feel like a badass. But with the corruptors I played from recommendations people have given me, I do feel like a badass in solo. I'm telling you guys, friggin' water blast, storm summoning, so good. As you finish, yeah, that's probably true. I feel like it's a fair comment. What's that?
Admittedly, I came to the defense of defenders because I kind of feel sorry for them.
yeah, no, I mean, it's when it comes to supporting an entire group, again, I'd have to look at the what they're called, the coefficients or whatever they're called, the scales or whatever. Right, and I have to take a look because those are important. That's why a controller, let's say, or a dominator should say, using the same like power set as a blaster doesn't do as much damage, right? Because of those values. And so I think the corruptors' coefficients on support powers may not be the same as defenders. But I have to see. Yeah, the scale. Yeah, the scale. I could pull that up on FAQ. We're finally done with that one. That should hopefully... Oddly enough, I still don't see you've got this many merit rewards, so...
Yeah, merits.
They're really holding them out on us on this one. Might be like, oh, report back to this guy, and then we'll give you your merits. The real guy. There we go. 9 reward minutes for 52 minutes. That's I don't do too many Metropolises, and this is one reason why they tend to be a bit on the slower side sometimes for the rewards you're getting. There's a lot of good killing, and the missions definitely feel a little bit different than the heroes or the villains. So there's some variety there. 9 million still gets you about $1.5 million to $2 million on the auction house. I want my merits, and I want them now. Exactly.
You joining, Doc?
Yeah, sure. Let me go ahead and wrap up this DIB real quick. They asked for help, and I joined in like a schmuck. I thought I'd be done by now.
Richard.
This thing I take more than 10 minutes.
Did you already talk to the guy? Talk to Chance?
Richard, you're exactly right on that. You're 100% right. I just wanted to make Bella wait for her level up. But yeah, you're exactly right on that. You're right. So Defender was designed before Inherits existed. So Vigilance just kind of exists as a band-aid. Scourge is the core of the Corruptor's class identity, right? And then you look at like the Inherit that the Blaster got. Holy shit. It took their thing and it made it better. The Defender's Inherit doesn't really make the Defender better. What the Defender does, it's basically, like you said, kind of a band-aid to help them do the thing that they're really bad at doing, which is soloing. Yeah. So you're not wrong on that, buddy.
It's almost like they punish them for grouping.
Yeah, you're right. Right. It feels bad because it feels like they're punishing for grouping. You're absolutely right, Richard. You've hit that nail on the head, and it's something I think that they should figure out and revisit. I mean, they can keep that for people who are trying to solo defenders. I wouldn't want them to get rid of it, but they should put something else in there for when you're doing the thing you're supposed to be doing, which is grouping with other people. And you know what? Same thing with controllers, really. They do more damage to people they're locking down. That helps them solo a little bit better. It's never anything that any group's going to notice damage-wise. So again, it feels like something that just, yeah. Well, Vigilance is also an endurance discount when grouped. Which I don't usually, when you're, I guess endurance, it's okay. Yeah, because you can usually spec out or just be careful and you usually don't have endurance issues, but yeah. Yeah, that's a good point, though. Dark Current is doing the defender versus controllers. Yeah. Well, I personally, if I was doing a hot and sweaty +7 group, I would probably take a defender over controller any day of the week. Because you're just, I mean, I don't know enough about +7 though, so I'm speaking out of my ass. But I guess the question mark is really, are the mooks really a problem in higher content +5, 6, 7? If they are, then locking them down obviously is a benefit as you're trying to get through them. If not, you're going to want the buffs that a defender gives you, especially like kinetics. Everyone loves kinetics. Kinetics, give me that kinetics. Give me that delicious kinetics. Right?
Give me that speed boost.
Yeah. Give me that boost. Yeah, Doms don't need it while domination is up, and it's pretty easy to get domination up on a pretty regular basis, and then once you get permadom, which isn't exactly easy, but you can get there, then it becomes something else, right?
Almost.
Arsenal Mastery, Cryo, Sleep Grenade, Surveillance, LRM Rocket, woo! More fire. Nah. I don't know what I want to take for his big powers yet. He's doing AE missions that are very hard. Oh, God bless him. See, I'm the opposite. So you're going to watch him if you want what I call hot and sweaty content. You watch me if you just want to see like the most chill content. Like the hot and sweaty I ever get is running a Dominator solo through some of these Ouroboroses with nothing but SOs. That's as hot and sweaty as I get, because that can be pretty sweaty at times. That's about the height of my stress levels. Okay, let's see here. All right, what do we want to see next? Well, actually, let me go and take care of something. I'll be right back, guys. On YouTube, anyways. BRB. And you can tell me in chat there's something like a specific type of character or something you want to see.
Alright, finally freed up. Let me get out of this group. Alrighty, I'm free. Galaxy.gal is ready for invite. If you're gonna invite. Or did I? No, you're already gone. Sure.
So gone.
Oh, you're still there.
I think you guys should run something. We're getting too big group here. So many people.
Uh-oh.
Everybody on back? Doc, what are you up to?
Floating around Atlas Park right now. We're just waiting to see if there's a spot that's gonna be open to join.
We don't have a group right now.
Really? That's not good. Did Phil want to run any bookings or?
I think he went AFK. And Bella's AFK for dinner, he said.
Huh. Well, we run a PI radio mission. I know Bill will probably freak about that, but nah, I better not do it.
I don't mind going to PI.
Yeah, but
I gotta
only
go
you
out.
want to ask. What do you want to have, Kipper?
I need to go
I guess
to
I
the
could-
train station.
So you guys can go and do that PI and yourself some easy XP, and I'll just be over here making some nice big fat merits.
You want to do something again, Phil? You want to group up again?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm in it for the merits unless you're not running, and then I'll go PI.
Well, if it's a slice ad, I do prefer the small groups, but I was also looking at the, what was it? I think I saw something, well, for, I don't know, but I was thinking, let me just double check. I think the task force of the week is Posse 1. Force of the week. What's this game called again? City of Heroes. City of Heroes. Homecoming.
I keep forgetting. Oh no.
Right. So let's see here. December 22nd is Posse 1 and 2. And Virgil. So Posse 1 and 2 can actually be run normally with 3 people. And so if we have 4 people, that's fine. It's a task force. The thing is, like, it only gives 11 merits, and generally speaking, I wouldn't really care about 11. Most of Ouro gives more than 11, but it's double 22. That's a little better as long as we get done under an hour. But the interesting thing is, if you take a level 50 character and you do it, you get a Notice of the Well.
What does that do? Or grant you?
Notice of the Well is used for your incarnate. It's part of the old system. So there's an old system and new system of incarnate salvage. And the shortest I got a video on this because it's so complicated, but the shortest version I can give you is that it can be used as a shortcut to get your alpha, your first incarnate power, one of your first incarnate powers. Other than that, if you've already got that locked in and you're already happy with it or whatever have you, I believe you can still break it down into incarnate threads or something along those lines, which is used in the new system. So they always have a use. In other words, the short version I remember from playing this a year and a half ago is that they're always useful for level 50 people working on their incarnates. Is the short version. And let's see what the wiki says. Notice of the Well. Let's see here. Component is rare. Okay, can be broken down into 4 to 6 incarnate shards, which is boring. That's part of the old system. You don't ever want incarnate shards. But a Notice of the Well can be converted to 40 incarnate threads, which you might notice on your level 50 characters every once in a while you see thread bonded. So Notice of the Well gives you an infusion of 40 of those. And it's basically the common main currency. The secondary bigger currency is the Imperium merits, which you can get Imperium merits by running certain missions and whatever have you. Imperium merits are used to buy the more rare salvage that you need to build your incarnates. But you can also get a lot of that salvage by running certain high-end missions as well. So, long story short, Notice of the Well helps your incarnates. So, yay! So it's tempting for me to bring a 50. You'll be exemplared all the way down to 14. It's Posse 1. But you'll have, if you're using really low attuned, you'll keep your set bonuses and stuff. So there's that. Yeah. Anyways, I used to do these on my level 50s all the time just for the Notice of the Well. Oops. Let me turn that off. Gotta swap ammo on my DP user now to try out fire ammo. Yeah, there you go. So Posse 1, Positron 1. So we can do that. We can try Posse. How many doors is this? Do I have this in my notes? 11 merits. Of course, they don't tell how many doors it is. That'd be too easy.
I'd say posse's like maybe
Doc, you gripping up?
5. Yeah,
What's-
sure. Swing me an invite.
Come again?
You want me to go ahead and come along? Oh, there we are. So, where am I? Oh, in the Steel Canyon.
Oh, it's 4 missions. Last says it's 4 missions.
Oh, wow, it's more than fun.
All right, Galaxy, you got lead.
Alrighty. You want to go posse?
I don't know what that means, but sure. I'm still new.
Positron Task Force. Positron Task Force.
Yeah, last says it's about 30 to 45 minutes. 4 missions. So, yeah, it gives you a little bit more because it's the task force of the week. It gives double merit rewards, and if you happen to bring a level 50 character, you will also get the Notice of the Well. I think Laz, was part 2 longer and or harder? For some reason, I have like this black spot in my memory about Posse 2.
I'm trying to think. I know when Posse 1 you face Dr. Vaz. I am like, when it comes to Posse 2, I know I've done it a lot, but it's forgettable. I just don't know what happens at the end of Posse 2. Oh no! Wait a minute. No, I think I remember. You fight your doubles. Ah.
Right. That's it. The doubles, and that has killed. That has caused some frustration on groups that I ran on this in the past.
Yes.
Yeah.
I got to say, I went on a Posse 2 not too long ago, and I got the group wiped. I was really intelligent.
Yeah, and then people get all cranky. So if you bring a low-level character, it's really good XP. If you bring a high-level character, you're going to get the salvage reward, the Notice of the Well. If you bring by high level, I mean level 50. So I would bring a level 50 just because it's such a nice surge. I've got a number of level 50s I could bring.
Well, right now it's just me and a pawn. Did we want to run a posse or?
How long do you think? Did he say how long? Rob said he's going to be gone. How long?
He just told me he was going to go get dinner.
Oh.
I'm cooking a pizza right now for like 12 minutes. And I'm gonna eat it.
Oh, so like 20 minutes. We could be halfway done with Posse by then. All right.
Yeah, you can probably run it real quick.
Yep. Let me go grab.
teleport.
What 2 characters are you guys bringing?
Galaxy Gal,
And
the
she's
matchmaker.
she's a what again?
A Sentinel.
Sentinel. Okay.
No, I like to call her a melee Sentinel because I'm always throwing her in the middle of melee.
Fair enough. And how about is that Doug out? Oh wait, I see
Yep,
because
that's me.
Shaman here. Yeah. What are you bringing, Doug?
Oh, my mastermind. Beast Water.
Okay. Perfect. Cat, do you want to come? I see a cat in the channel.
Yeah, what are you doing?
We're doing Posse 1.
When?
Like now.
Oh, yeah, I'll go.
Yeah. Well, what do you want to bring?
I can bring my 50.
What archetype?
Oh, Mind Fire Dom.
All right. Cool. All right. Perfect. Oh, let me see here. Sadly, I don't have my blaster up to 50 yet, so.
Who's leading the thingy?
Yeah, just invite Phil and give him lead.
Where is
What's Phil?
Phil's deciding what character to bring? Since
Oh.
that's why I was asking
100 player.
questions. I'm gonna bring the knockback queen if you don't be nice to me.
Oh no, please! I love knockback.
So much knockback.
What level is that one again?
I was looking only at 50s because I want to bring. I want to get that salvage. So yeah, but my knockback, my very first character is an energy sentinel, so lots of knockback. But I won't torture you
What's the level
guys.
for the posse though?
Oh, Posse's like level 8 to 15. So it is, you are going to get exemplar the hell down.
Oh yeah.
Just make sure you change your art there, Phil.
I know, it's very important. Oh yeah, no, it's very important. The city is waiting with a bated breath to see if I'm going to change my art. I think Firebugs. We'll bring Brian Force. I think she's a relatively newish 50. Oh yeah, no, I get people right again saying I can't believe you have artwork for all of your different characters. I'm like, and then one person was like, did you pay somebody to do all that? I'm like, no, I had AI do it. Do I look like rich? Do I look like I'm rich? No, I'm not rich. I wish I was rich. But I'm not. But you know it's AI because it doesn't get every detail in there just right. But it's close enough. For the low price, it frees close enough. So are you guys over at Posse then? I think that's what, is that Steel Canyon?
Voltaic Veil.
Yeah, it's like in the middle of, I think it's in the middle of Steel Canyon.
+4.
Oh, let's not do +4.
Steel Canyon. Lads, you working on anything fun tonight? Wow, I am working on learning how to control a character in the air. That's what I'm working on. Is there a cap on how many people you can take to Posse?
No, you can have whole group of 8.
Yeah, you might as well come along, TV. We passed up my rule for small groups a long time ago. Misa here. If you want to join us at Posse, you forgot to watch my blue bar. Oh yeah, the detoggle sound still. Oh yeah, the detoggle sound when your endurance runs out. Oh yeah, that tortures me in the middle of my dreams. That's true.
There's nothing like pushing that fire button and then hearing that.
Yeah. Oh man, and then you just know you're about to die because all your defenses just turned off.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I got it showed off because I'm happy I finally got it. There's another reason why I play nothing but melee sentinels. It's because of this right here. The ground shaker.
Well, I like Water Blast because it has that, but it does it at a distance. You punch the ground, then the Water Blast happens over there.
But I don't have Water Blast.
You know?
Hey, nice message. Is this one of our characters? Or
I don't know. What's well, you guys can come if you want in chat. Just come here in front of my character and, I don't know, wave at me or send me a message or something. If somebody wants to pass me a star, I'll invite him in and we'll get it going.
Oh, yeah. I hate stars. It's horrible.
Is one of you in the YouTube chat channel? Is one of you Guyve? I see a Guyve here. And I think Guyve is someone we've talked to before. I can't remember who's got what character. I have a short-term memory.
Hey, well, Trina's doing a dance. I'm not too sure who that is.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, it's really hard. I'd be like, maybe it's just like a stranger's like, if I stand here long enough, somebody will invite me in. I'm standing right in front of Posse with my cute
Guy
outfit.
did me.
Guyve is you. Okay, all right. That works. I know we had a Guyve in a, I was like, we talked, LT, his name is Guyve in the chat channel too. All right, we have a Guyve. Does Katrina, if you're in
Yeah, I'm here.
either, oh, is that you? Oh, okay. All right, there we go. All right.
Now we got
All
a
right.
group.
Now we got a group. Okay. This is the last chance if you're in YouTube or whatever and you want to be in. You need to raise your hand in the
That
next.
takes a quick while.
Yeah, you got like a minute. We'll give them a minute because there's a delay on YouTube, so. Yeah. Laz, it's up to you if you want to come, though. We're happy to. If you want to get some rewards, you're welcome to come. If you're getting better rewards somewhere else, keep doing you. We should be fine. It's totally up to you. We have 5 people. That's like
Pizza's done in like 3 minutes.
too late.
You guys can wait.
Psycho. You said 12 minutes. Then you need time to eat it. Yeah, gosh, don't breathe it in.
And this ain't the military.
Finally get Phil to do a large group content. Right. He does it while I'm eating.
Wow.
Classic Phil. This
Oh,
is
that's
my
me,
Christmas present
Psychic
from Phil.
Spike. Okay, invite to team. All right. All right. All right, so we got 6. All right, got you in, Psycho. You're looking very spiky there, I might say. I feel like I shouldn't be standing so close to you. Brine Force is not exactly what you would call very durable. Well, she's a lot better now that I gave her real sets and everything, so there is that.
What don't you guys have
So
for the Trinity?
we got everything. Yeah, we got 8 million. We get 8 million people. We can sleep through this. Just if you want to come, get over here quickly. Go, go, go.
You guys have a tank?
We have everything.
Okay.
We got a brute.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's bring whatever you want to level up.
Who's healing?
And Galaxy Gal can pretend to be a tank until she falls over, but then I'll raise.
How long is it going to take, Posse 1?
40
30,
minutes,
45
34, yeah, 30, 45, yeah.
It can be done way sooner.
I'm back.
I'll just watch the stream.
Are you sure it's Big Fat XP?
Come on.
I know, like, I'm going to burn myself eating that pizza so fast. It's like coming from the oven.
We'll be fine. You can door camp.
Yeah, you don't have to like be on the top of your game, because we're gonna have we got way too many people. So, as I keep saying, when you have this many people, you could literally be eating a piece of pizza and like pressing 1, 2, 3 over and over, and we still win.
All right, invite my tank.
And I know because I've done it. But you have to come to you still have to come to Steel Canyon.
This is hot and sweaty content here.
No, it's like a level 8 task force.
I'm flying there now.
Hunger Force, Aqua Teen.
You get it, right?
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's hilarious. The whole intro to Hunger Teen Aqua Force, it looked all adventurous and dynamic, and then it gets to the actual show, and it's like,
yeah.
People,
It's such a funny show.
It is. Meat Wad.
Who's in the middle? Oh, I'm not even on team.
Right.
Oh.
Are you here?
Yeah, I'm in Steel Canyon.
He's still behind a QB, I think.
Let's see here.
Bella Blade.
Are you?
Yeah. Somebody's paying attention.
I did not look at the super group. My bad.
Well, I don't have this character in the supergroup, but I can use the search function. That's a thing. Uh-oh. If I talk to Positron, he just says discuss events in Steel Canyon. Oh, Greater Form of Task Force. There we go. Let's see. Since we have so many people, we can make sure enhancements aren't effective. Inspirations can't be used. Enemy the missions are buffed.
No.
We can do all this.
Why do you hate us?
Closing it. Closing
Why do you
inspiration.
hate it?
Why do you hate us?
What? You told me you want more challenge in your games. You literally said, "Oh, Phil, my games don't have enough challenge."
Actually, it sounds like he has
Clearly
faith.
defines a challenge.
You know, he was like, "Gosh, Phil, I need more sweaty content."
Dude.
Oh, I lost my spring attack. That sucks.
Yeah, I didn't even follow my own advice on this character because apparently I don't have fly, so I have to use the spinning. I have to use the disc.
Oh, I got a video you can watch.
That's okay. I took the. That's why I always buy the prestige
right.
prestige flying powers because I can ride the disc. Woo! Using the disc. Actually, I could just use Team Teleport to get us all over there.
I'm gonna zone in and then go take the oven off.
As Rob burned his place to the
Burns his
ground.
house.
Yeah.
I hope he doesn't burn himself trying to pull that pizza out.
So, let's see
But
here.
strangely enough, the pizza was cooked to perfection.
Right. Yeah, the free jump pack, Richard, is exactly right. Yeah, no, 100%. So this, for those of you watching on the live stream, this is the my corruptor, the water blast storm summoning corruptor that just absolutely just rocks. Just absolutely rocks. She can generally handle big groups and everything like that because she has so much crowd control. Of course, that's a big ass crowd. But she has a lot of crowd control. So much crowd control. It's not even funny. The damage over time, Whirlpool isn't as impressive when things only last for like 2 seconds, though.
So what does this mission serve? What's the purpose of it? Is it like a level up thing for like 25 or something or 30? Or is this like the first task force you get that's open to you? Is that what this is?
Kind of your introduction to the task force.
Yeah, it's a very low level task force. I don't know if it's as low as DFB, but DFB isn't really technically a task force, but it is definitely one of the lower, if not the lowest task force. Uh-oh, my headset's dying. Gotta get another headset. Stand by. Okay, so the reward is you get some merit rewards, not a crap ton, but you get some, especially if it's like the task force of the week, which it is. And like any task force of the week, if you're level 50, you get the incarnate salvage, notice of the well. which can be used to help build your alpha or give you 40 incarnate threads. Your choice. Defeat epidermis? Oh no, not epidermis. Anything but epidermis.
What are those uncomfortable skin rash moments?
Easy peasy, lemon squeezy.
Alright, get ambushed. Come out here.
Everybody out? Okay.
Hey, these endurance and draining bots. Love them.
Assemble the team.
I really should get rid of those.
It's amazing what a major investment in your friendly start vendor will get you. I just had to buy half the company out. Wow, whatever that big flash was, it just blinded my screen for a solid 3 seconds. You're fighting 56 carnies in a cave, Johnny? That doesn't sound like fun. So I might do a special Christmas Eve or Christmas stream, because normally I stream mostly on Mondays and Fridays, occasionally on the weekends. Scourge, 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 Scourge. You like Scourge. It's really not. Yeah, it's really not. Yeah, no. You sound like you like torturing yourself there, Johnny. Excuse me. So with this character, I have two modes of her outfit. One is just pure water and everything looks like default water, but in this second mode, each power has a different color attached to it, right? And I did this because at the time that I was creating this character, Final Fantasy XIV Online had announced that they were coming up with a new Pictomancer, I believe, or something like that. And basically a wizard that paints pictures, and those pictures attack the enemies or something along those lines. Very much like Realm from Final Fantasy VI, if you're familiar with that old game. Very good game, I might add. But, and it just got me inspired. I'm like, oh, how can I make a character? Can I make a character in City of Heroes that attacks with, paint? And so it ended up becoming like an alternate mode for Brine Force. Aquaforce. Actually, her name is Aquaforce on the other server, but you know it was taken over here, so should probably rename her to like the all new Aquaforce, because that worked with Stardust. Just put all new in front of it. You know, whoever else is out there with that name, they're old and crusty. Teleport Assault into Orabanga and Atlas Park. Sounds like we just go to Ouroboros and get to Atlas. Oh, that poor person was asking if there was room on our posse in local. Yeah, don't ask me in local, guys. I'm really terrible paying attention to chat. I usually just turn it off, I'll be honest. I'm not a fan.
Same.
Yeah, I've got enough distractions and discords and everything else to keep track of. I can't do...
That's what he tells you if he doesn't like you.
Yeah. No, if I don't like you, I tell you to burn your house down. Cooking pizza. I forgot. I got her beast mode run because she's part beast, I think. I don't know. She's got a tail, so she must be part beast. It just makes sense. Unless she's an alien. I've already got a different character as an alien, so she can't be an alien too. So part beast it is. So for those of you in chat who are still awake, my question for you right now is, here's a question for you. What game other than City of Heroes have you been playing recently? And is it good or not? Tell me about it. Whoa.
I hope they say Claire Obscura.
You know, I don't have too many friends. I don't have too many friends who play that game more than once either, even for those who liked it. Alright. Baldur's Gate 3, on the other hand. Lots of people playing that one over and over again. But that also wasn't my favorite game. But it definitely has a high replay value, apparently. But that's a whole nother subject. What about you guys? Any of y'all playing anything new, fun, and interesting lately?
Not really.
I have an answer, but I wanna listen to what these guys in chat say first. First, Richard, Total War Rome Remaster. I love you, man. I love you. I love Total War games. It's my little side guilty pleasure, and I've been doing too much of other games to get to a Total War game in the last few weeks, but I like the Total War games. I played quite a bit of Shogun, and my friend and I have been playing Warhammer 3, at least until he started ghosting me. So maybe it is Total War tears you apart from your friends. Do you play any of the other Total War games, Richard, or just Rome Remastered? And I don't think I've got or played Rome. I have to double check to see if I even own it. I don't think I have the Rome Remastered. I think I have like almost every other one. I got Pharaoh, Three Kingdoms. I was playing Three Kingdoms with Jonathan, and stuff like that. Now, where do we go from here? Do I need to look at the cheater map? I think I need to look at the cheater map. Alright, so we should be going and following that arrow that's in the front. That's going to the north. Whoa, it would help if I didn't fall down into a pit. Where's my flying disc? Tell how often I use the flying disc. Smite, it's more of a PvP. Smite's still going? That's still a thing? People are still Smite. I guess we're playing like a 25-year-old MMO. I should check my hypocrisy at the door. My hypocrisy is showing, right? But that's funny. I honestly did not know Smite was still a thing somewhere. In some pocket of the universe. You play mostly, I think that's Warhammer 3, right? But you had a hankering for some hot flanks action. You know, dude, I mean, I love myself some Warhammer, but there's definitely times where I just go back and I play like Shogun or something because, or Three Kingdoms because the combat and stuff, it's a little bit more simpler, you know? And sometimes simpler is better. I don't need all these different units, and sometimes I just want to get in there and just be a little bit more down to earth, you know, with like spearmen and archers and just no magic, no, just, you know, gritty stuff. So I'm with you on that. Sometimes, and I also feel like when I'm playing like Shogun in particular, I feel like that the kingdom management side of it goes a bit faster, and I can focus more. So sometimes I just in that mood. Totally in that mood. Smite 2 is out too. Smite 2. Mini only a little. Yeah, Richard, that's me. I mean, there's a lot that I've only played a little, like Pharaoh, for example. And I've heard only good things about what you know after they did this is a dead end. We need to go up here and then take a left, and then take another left. But yeah. You got the recipe for Kismet Global? Oh, nice. Smite 2 is out too. Is that a recent release or is that also kind of old? I have no idea. I don't keep up to all Smite. I just knew it was out a while ago. Might play some Chaos Dwarves next. Nice. Just did a Mace non-long victory. Fair enough. Cool. Wow. Okay, you're my new best friend. I might have to ask you for some advice. I'll check after this to see if I've got Rome Remastered. I honestly don't know if I... Because, you know, I got like a hair on my butt after I was having so much fun with one of the Total Wars. I bought a whole bunch on Steam sale, like, last year. So, some of the old ones. I'm like, let me go get some of the old ones. And then I chose Shogun. I chose Shogun to play, and I played the hell out of it. And I love Shogun. And then I tried Medieval, but... I think it was Medieval, but... it was too old for me. I just... The UI, everything... Ugh. I know you can mod it to death, and a lot of people do, but I'd rather just play one of the more modern ones than fart around with mods all day, so I skipped on that one. I did Three Kingdoms with another friend, as I mentioned before, and that was pretty cool. We had a pretty good time with that. Definitely a whole different flavor. More focus on the diplomacy, I think, and all that. Felt pretty well fleshed out on that end. The combat was okay, but everything else felt really fleshed out. Too bad they never got to do their expansions with that in Jazz.
How do you trigger this?
What's that?
How do you trigger the portal?
Yeah, I know. I was like, huh. Oh, there it goes. You just got waltz right through it. Like, yeah, it wasn't working for me, though. Maybe it has a cooldown.
Clicking it like a door.
Yeah, no, you got like waltz right through it. But it was kind of weird because I thought I did that to begin with, and it wasn't working. Yeah, usually those portals, you just waltz through them. Smite 2 was January 14, 2025. Oh, well, thank you for letting me know, Johnny. I'm gonna look up some videos on that. See how that's going. I have really no interest in playing them, but I don't mind watching and finding out more about it. Okay, let's see here. Deliver the book to this lady here. Did somebody already do it? Okay, contact Posy. Ask about valuations.
Is that it?
No. Oh, no. No, I think there's one more left. Part 4, 2%. Investigate Dr. Mobin's company in Steel Canyon. Yeah, I mean, Richard, my main problem was... I mean, I understand I'm playing Shogun, right? And Shogun's pretty old. Shogun 2. But at least the UI and everything kind of looked like I don't know how to put it, but it didn't feel like it belonged on 6 foot by 480 monitor. That's how I'll put it. Like, if it looks too stretched, if it gets on my nerves, if the fonts and the mouse is not working well, and yeah, can kind of get on my nerves. Sometimes I get around some of that stuff, like I'll play Command and Conquer, the old Command and Conquers, and I'll get around it by messing with monitor resolution and stuff, but I'll tell you here in a minute, Rich. When I get done with this, I'll take a look at my library.
I forgot who it was, but somebody brought up that Warhammer MMO that's free. Anyone ever play that?
Not me.
Nope.
I'm an MMO whore, so I'll play all of them. Especially if they're free.
We were talking about the Old Republic, announcing a new expansion recently. So that might give being a little bit of extra life there for them. So that's good for them. It is something that would be on my docket to play because I've only heard good things about the storytelling there. I mean, it's BioWare, at least the original content was.
It's going to get interesting.
Yeah.
Well, if you start playing, let me know.
On
Which
the
game?
docket.
Star Wars Galaxies, or Star Wars, the Knights,
Republic.
the Old Republic,
Old
yeah.
Republic, yeah.
I like that game, but it never had a guild in it, so solo's kind of boring. I know
Yeah, solo is boring.
The story's good, but
Right now, I'm knee deep in
That's
Guild
pretty
Wars is my Guild Wars 2 with Peter. So, but eventually we'll get done with that, or we'll get bored of it, one or the other.
Did you get the expansions? Heart of Thorns and the other one? Okay.
But we're trying to go through the story in order, and
behind.
I got really miffed at the 2-hour single-player story mode.
Shit, I'm gonna die.
Like, holy cow, is this ever going to end?
You get to explore all the other games while Big Papa's on cooldown. The WoW doesn't get her X back till March.
What was that?
I'm waiting for WoW to fucking get off cooldown. March 2nd. Then I'll be full time on that.
Yeah, I always heard, like, when content creators would talk about World of Warcraft, they would talk about these guilds and stuff who are very, at the edge of content, and then when they beat whatever raid, they get kind of bored and they leave and they come back with the next expansion. And I always thought that was an urban tale because I never ran out of things to do in World of Warcraft. But it's not, because Rob is...
I log into WoW once a week for 2 hours, and then that's it.
You can only do the dailies and weeklies so much.
Yeah. And we're just nobody needs gear from the raid. So we're just kind of passing on everything and vendoring all the epics. It's kind of boring to play WoW right now.
I could never even get past anything in that game. I was always slow. I'm always behind everybody else. See, you guys will be all shiny by the end of week 3, and I'm still trying to figure out how to take care of tier 3 delves.
Is battered wife syndrome. WoW players always go back to WoW.
I might be going back once they figure out the whole warband running with you in dungeon thing.
I have to wait a little bit for that one, but
I have faith in them. They're cooking. They're cooking.
Well, I got that one button macro.
Oh yeah, that shit's ass though.
For you.
It teaches you how to play your class, but it's not optimal at all. But for the casuals, it's nice for them to just hit the button and feel good. So it's each their own.
Well, and I think they didn't they do like some sort of study and it showed that it was actually better than like 95% or some insane percentage of number, including a large percentage of even the more harder players, just because it turns out a lot of people really aren't doing the most optimized rotations. Who would have guessed?
Yeah, with all the mechanics and things you got to jump over and not step in, and a lot of people are. It's kind of impossible to do your optimal rotation and do perfect mechanics.
Right.
So some guilds are like, yes, please use it. If you're trash, use it, and then people were doing better, clearing content.
Let's see here. I was in WoW until my guild broke up. Didn't enjoy the game enough to play without them. Totally understand where you're coming from, Richard.
Yep.
I like soloing a lot, but at the end of the day, if I'm going to solo in City of Heroes or solo in World of Warcraft, I'm going to do City of Heroes 100 times over. I just like the mechanics here better. You feel more powerful here. Like, that's why I do the videos that I do, where I absolutely feel like a badass soloing so many of these characters. In World of Warcraft, when I'm soloing, like in a delve or something, I feel like, oh, I made it. I did it. I feel accomplished, but I never felt like, man, I was such a badass. You know, I feel like I overcame a hurdle, but...
Were we supposed to go to Atlas?
Yeah, you go to, like, any train or anything like that, and it'll, like, or go to Ouroboros and hit the Ouroboros portal, and then click on that and pick the option at the top.
Where are we supposed to be going here?
I went to Atlas.
Well, go to the tram, or if you're in Ouroboros, click the portal there, and I could... Yeah, I'm getting my butt kicked. Oh, yay.
Back in Ouro. So the Epidon. Alright, on top.
We pulling? I think we're pulling.
Yeah, I totally understand that, Richard. So the game, the new game I've been playing is Story of Seasons. That's a Harvest Moon game, if you don't know. Very relaxing game. After playing like hot and sweaty game stuff, you just need to relax. My wife discovered it. She's been playing it nonstop, so I told her I'd give it a shot. And it gives us something to chit-chat about. But it is a very cute game. If you played the Harvest Moon games and Story of Season games before, this one feels like they're finally pushing the needle forward on some of that, at least a little bit. Little incremental increases. But appreciate it nonetheless. So we've definitely been doing that. It's been very relaxing.
I don't have any of my auras on. Fuck.
That'll hurt a little.
Yeah. Like nothing on.
Also been playing Void War. Void War, that sounds familiar. Void War. Huh. I'll look that one up too. I swear that sounds familiar to me, Richard. We're almost done with this and I will look into those things. I need to kill that group right there that we're all skipping. But we'll see. That's what it is. You're right, Richard. I remember. Right. It's like a Warhammer flavored FTL, right? Oh, my cat. Oof. Here, kitty. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. Yeah. Yeah, so I played the demo of that, and I did like it. I don't know if I bought it yet or not. I think we gotta get this guy over here. To the left? To the left, to the left, right, left. Hi, Boo. Hi. Yeah, that was pretty fun, Richard. I loved FTL. I love FTL. I personally think most roguelikes are kind of overblown, but FTL was fun. And I felt like Void War did just enough to feel different. I don't know if I feel like it moves the formula forward a lot, at least from the demo. I only played the demo. Come on, Cat, down. Come here, down. I can't see the screen. You're in the way, Cat. Cat, I'm trying to do a thing here, Cat. Gosh, like I'm trying to fly with my character and he's jumping in front of the screen, getting in front of the microphone. FTL Multiverse? No, I've never even heard of it, Richard. What's that? Defeat the incoming Circle of Thorns. By the way, if you're watching this...
behind us.
Yeah, it's almost as if there's incoming waves of Circle of Thorns. If you're watching this on YouTube and you're not part of our Discord community yet and you want to join us for some of these big group activities, feel free to join over on our server. I'll probably start, as much as it goes against my better judgment, I'll probably start organizing some weekly task forces, which will only make Rob too happy.
Wow, look at that. Okay.
Only because I
new
want...
year, new Phil.
Only because I'm
like
selfish and I want my weekly merits. Or my
Wow,
weekly
you don't have the money.
notice of the well. You know-
Not friendship, but money.
Yeah, you know how hard it is to get those things solo? Oh, no, that's fine, Rich. As long as you're on there, you'll be able to see when I schedule those. Because I'll put a schedule up and I'll pin it. And we'll see if we have enough interest to run some of the bigger stuff that Rob is salivating over. And I will point out, though, that if you ever skip a group, a task force because you're playing World of Warcraft, we will kick you out of the group. So, to whoever that might apply to.
Don't do it on Tuesdays.
Not me.
Yeah,
Not
yeah,
on Tuesdays.
yeah.
Sucks to be you, Bella.
If you skip a weekly task force to play that traitorous game World of Warcraft, then there's just you've made your choice.
Acting.
Yeah, you made your choice.
We need voice acting, please.
Right. My general rule of we need voice. Yeah, it's too busy. Yeah, I'm a bit tired. Anywho, these aren't our copies, right? Did we get Positron too? Oh. Well, we might get the hot and sweaty edition here. Right? Isn't this the one we're fighting our doubles? Aren't those our doubles? Anyways, I don't require people to have mics to run task force with me. I do, generally speaking, require them to at least just be able to listen in on Discord or through YouTube, I suppose will work too. Just so they can hear what's going on if we're yelling like, hey, we need to reset, guys, pull back.
You gotta remember to take it off mute. Yeah.
Oh, were you saying something? Is this Posse 2?
Yeah. Oh no, this is Posse 1.
Really?
Posse 2, you go against Dr. Paz.
Ah, well, there we go. What did we get there? We got 22 reward merits. I got a Notice of the Well because she's level 50, and I got a Prismatic Aether, which is worth $1 million. Yeah, so that's worth $1 million. So you figure 22 reward merits. That's worth about 3.5 million. Prismatic's worth another million. So 4.5 million plus a 40 incarnate salvage, whatever. Salvage doodads. Threads. Salvage threads worth with the Notice of the Whale. Or again, use it for your alpha. It's very useful for your alpha. What if I skip because Astrogoth Ironhead really needs to wipe out Grigmore's Ard Boys? That one's okay. That one's fine. So, very profitable little run there. Next time we do that, though, we're going to have to do that like 1 star, 2 star something. Because clearly we're just steamrolling past things and Rob doesn't feel challenged. I like how he says, I need to talk to your leader. And last time I checked, I had the star. So I think I have to go back to Steel Canyon.
Yep.
Phil made me sub in order for me to group with him.
Yeah, Moncrief. Okay, I'll ask you like 500 times. I'm really bad with names, Richard. So don't feel bad if I act like we're meeting for the very first time. You might have to say, "Hey, we're the ones who talked about Total War." I'm gonna look at that Rome in a second after I turn this in and stuff. As soon as I remember which side of the statue Posse's on. Since His Highness wants me to come talk to him. Wait,
I just realized the names of your mastermind minions. It's hilarious.
Who's that? Mine?
Katrina's fucking minions. Look at the names.
Want to blitz my posse too real quick, or is that going to be it for the day?
That one's it for me, but
Simpson and Cook. Oh my god.
you guys can run it. Let me look it to see if I guess it's done. I can't talk to him. He says I need to talk to your leader, and I am the leader. I'm talking to him, so we did get the rewards. So I guess I'm not terribly worried about it. But
because we're not in the zone.
maybe y'all have to be in the zone. I don't know if it's really worth it or not for y'all to teleport over here, but yeah, maybe that's it. I don't know.
Posse's having a posse moment.
He is. He's just giving me a middle finger. It's not a big deal. I don't think it does anything. It doesn't do anything for me. I can tell you that. So, let me look at my Steam library and let me tell you if I have Rome.
I'm down for whatever. Just make the group.
I have old-fashioned Total War Rome. I don't think I have this remaster. So I'll have to take a look at that. Well, that's the yeah. That's the yeah. I'll have to take. Oh, it's only $7. I could try it for 2 hours and refund and get my $7 back if I don't like it. It does look clean. I mean, it looks clean on these screenshots here. It looks modern-y enough for me. I'm not very picky. I play Shogun 2. I just don't want to play like Medieval 1. I played City of Heroes for crying out loud.
Well, apparently it worked because now I can talk to him and set up the. Oh no, I can't. No, I can't anyway.
Yeah. All right. Well, you guys could definitely run something. Get another. Get Posse 2 knocked out tonight. You'll get double rewards. Yeah. Yeah. Rome Total War Remaster.
Whatever we were doing last night, or whatever night that was, let's do that. The dog runs.
Yeah.
The ones that we weren't going to talk about.
Same thing for me, Richard and Les. You guys have a good night on stream. I'm going to head out for the night on YouTube. Thank you so much for watching. As always, you can join our Discord server, description, details, whatever. It's all there, links, whatever. I'll catch you guys next time. May God bless you.